video, I'm going to show you the best way to play Mitsurugi post-maze. Because people think Tachyon is a broken card. Now, it's a neg 1. You got to think to yourself, why would you play 7 Tachyon in Pure Rizal when you're still going to end on the same ugly board, right? If you're going neg 1 in a control deck, in Pure Rizal, Tachyon sucks. It is, trust me, guys, in Pure Rizal, Tachyon is not good. However, if you insert shark cards into a deck, now Tachyon has way more value because you could start your turn with a special summon extender that makes totally awesome for free, and then Toad and Eclipse and X-Rizal and Detonator will recycle itself forever. Okay, what other deck ends on the most unbreakable board you could think of? Obviously, it's Mitsurugi Rizal. So if you're gonna play a deck that loves X-Rizal, it's not even Pure Rizal, it's Mitsurugi or Shark Rizal. Because in Mitsurugi, when you're able to start with X-Rizal, the duel's almost immediately over. Now, as you guys know, I'm the Mitsurugi guy. I have a masterclass on Mitsurugi. You guys want to learn everything about it. This video is something I've never shown on it before because Maze just came out. So I have some theory I'm going to show you guys, and you guys be the judge, okay? I'm going to start off this video by showing 10 replays. No, not duels, but 10 test hands. And tell me what you find in this deck. I'll show the deck list at the end. Stay tuned to the end. Also, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this video. In Mitsurugi, if you open X-Rizal, you win the game, and you end on such an unbreakable board that even if you have to neg 1, you don't give a fuck because you have Murakami on the field with everything else. Plus Dweller, plus Detonator, plus Cross. Like, this deck is the deck that you want to neg 1 in because it's okay, your end board's unbreakable. But in Pure Rizal, to a neg 1 to end on Detonator Duo Drive, it doesn't do enough to go neg 1. Sharks, you know, you have an extra Toad, right? It's different. This, look at this, I'm gonna do 10 test hands. This is just 10 random test hands I'm gonna show you guys. By playing 6 more ways to X-Rizal. The test hand 1, and as X-Rizal, it auto wins. Now, does this deck lose to Droll? Yes. It already fucking loses to Droll. Whether there's Tachyon cards in this deck or not, you're losing to Droll anyways. So, if you have Droll, you have Droll. You can fuck off, okay? But this deck already loses to Droll. So at that point, you might as well lose to Droll, but win if you don't get Droll. And then post side, your cross up, called by, etc. And most people don't play Droll anyways. Sometimes you just gotta hope they don't have a card. I would prefer to build a deck to obliterate every deck, lose to shitters like Droll or Shifter, but it obliterates everything else. I will take that trade if that's what you lose to when not everyone's playing Droll. I think Droll fucking sucks this format. Why would you play a Droll in combination with 25 hand traps? Droll's the worst card to pair with hand traps ever. Only play it if you're playing breakers. Okay, the next hand, look at this. Because of 7 Tachyon, with the exception of Droll, we auto win the game. Like, you literally need X-Rizal in this deck. Now, typically, it's paired with like a Saji or an Ice Rizal, but without this, you can't play it. And I'm not putting the Flawless back, because if they stop the first Rizal, also on top of that, they're not going to stop the first X-Rizal. Thank God Pure Rizal is officially famous again. You will never stop the first Rizal against, like, let's say you have you save it for Duo Drive, right? With Tachyon, then you go X-Rizal, you go Sword, you go Duo Drive, you stop it, you go Ice, then you can search Fair Lamps, then you can still full combo. So you can still do a whole bunch of shit, right? So it's a little different. The next hand over here, like, it literally needs X-Rizal. Even that shitter hand you saw there, with X-Rizal, you have full combo. No, this deck needs X-Rizal. Bonfire, thankfully it searches it. All these 10 hands, that one had Prayers, Saji, Ash, Nib, Cross. That wasn't the best hand. It didn't have X, but it was still a good hand. Like, Prayers, draw phase, running that play is still full combo. But of course, with hand traps, we have Rizal, we have X-Rizal, we have a lot of it. X-Rizal is needed in this deck because you end on an unbreakable board. All these hands going neg 1, I'm okay to go neg 1 if you win, as long as you draw this, search this card, and X-Rizal gives you 10 of them. This is the deck list that gives you 6 more ways to X-Rizal, heavily lowering the Rizal count before, trying to get Saji or Prayers as the normal summon, because you have 5 ways to Saji, but you still have infinite ways to Ice. So by playing 3, 6, 9, 10, 30, we play 13 X-Rizals. Now you can cut the hand trap down count if you want. Like, you could remove Mourner, play like 43 cards, so 18 hand trap is good. I just love a high hand trap count, especially with Tachyon, because you want to stop them going second, and you just put back the extra card if you need to, and then you just go with this. So you have like 13 ways to X-Rizal, but you really have 14, 15, 16, 17, 20 starters, 21 starters, and still play the but the starter like power is so much higher. Still playing 18 hand traps. So do I think this is a better version than the normal the Mitsurugi? To be determined, because obviously I didn't play this in tournaments yet. Mitsurugi is proven to be extremely powerful. I'm going to show them my Mitsurugi realist without Tachyon after. Is to be determined if Tachyon's good or not. This deck gets destroyed to Droll anyways, so obviously Tachyon will make it lose to Droll even more. But if you're already getting fucked to Droll, like, might as well just lose to Droll. Cross up for it, hope you draw it, right? And post side deck, look at me hand traps you're playing. So if you're maining 18, you're still playing 24 against every deck. So Tachyon, if it's the best version, to be determined. You will miss a second ice and a second sword. You could increase the count of the deck to add another ice and another sword for like long game purposes. What this would do is that you won't run out of the Rizal names, so you're able to go into it more. This might be even a better version. That way you have a better grind game, but ice and sword are still good, especially if you begin with this many ways to X Rizal. You want your sword live. This might be actually a better version of it, even making it so all of these are starters. You have like 19 starters, 22 starters. Like that's a lot. That's very good actually. Something like this, I probably want to put 2 more in. Whether your deck is 40 or 45 or 60 is irrelevant, as long as the math checks out to draw as many 2 to 3 hand traps going second. Game 1 and then game 2, you want 3 whenever you're going second. So that's the version of with Maze with Tachyon. If you're ever gonna play Tachyon in any deck, it's fucking Shark Rizal or Mitsurugi Rizal, because the neg 1 is worth it. You're going to end on Murakamo, Prayers, Dweller, Detonator, Duo Drive, and this deck puts up Dweller on top of everything because you have 2 4s on top. Like the Prayers special summon gives you guaranteed the Dweller after as well. So this is the best way to play it. If you want a version without Tachyon, this is my version without Tachyon, meaning 18 hand traps, 3 Saji, 3 Prayers, 3 sword, because it gives you the ability if you want to side out the Mitsurugi's going second for a competitive advantage if your opponent is on some random shit. I discuss it on my masterclass. Check it out down in the description. And the extra deck is made so if you check the extra deck, Pharaoh Lips is the only card. So if you ever want to play Pure Rizal, you can like basically like trick your opponent. They're gonna Dweller, they're gonna keep their Bestials in, they're gonna save their impulse, they're gonna always hand trap your first Rizal, but now you have 3 fucking sword, you have infinite Pure Rizal cards to like they think they're playing Mitsurugi, but post side you're playing Pure Rizal. It gives you a competitive edge. So it's something you guys want to look into to try. If you're ever gonna play Pure Rizal, play Mitsurugi Rizal and just do that. Post side, just side out the hand traps, and then the side deck is made for that. So you have any 9 of these 12 versus every meta deck. So you have 27 hand traps going second and 13 starters, and the 6 Charmies you have against every meta deck. Like going second, it's always Fua Perulia or Fua Meows. Those 6 kind of starters. So you have like 19 starters anyways, but just Pure Rizal. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. I also like the higher roll version of I'm gonna draw an X Rizal and kill you. They're all good. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys want to see more Mitsurugi content, you can check out the masterclass or comment below if you want to see more. I would love to do more Mitsurugi content because I love the Mitsurugi deck. The Mitsurugi Rizal deck is simply better than Pure Rizal because it has a way higher floor. It has the capability to play 27 hand traps and Pure Rizal if you want to against the decks that play Impulse, that they might save Impulse for Ritual Spell and not Impulse the spell. Decks that might go Dweller, like you pressure them to Dweller, like rank 4 decks. So you're basically like going second. If you have the advantage of people knowing you're playing Mitsurugi, trust me guys from experience, it's a huge advantage. Side out the Mitsurugi and play Pure Rizal when your opponent thinks you're playing Mitsurugi. It's just like the cards work out. Like you want them to hand trap your Rizal, your first Rizal when you're playing Pure Rizal. You do not want them to do that if you're playing Mitsurugi. So like the competitive mind trick works if you're doing that. So I'll leave it up to you guys which version you like. The more high roll version of drawing X Rizal and auto winning in this, or the more control base of the deck where you're not going neg 1 and you're siding out. My deck's so good that I even made Dueling Books log out. So it's your choice if you want to do these. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys next video. Peace!